Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Hey, we got some news that we got to break down. Fubo had its earnings call on Friday, and Fubo and Hulu Plus Live TV are in the process of a merger into a new organization that will put both Fubo's streaming service and Hulu Plus Live TV streaming service into a new company that would be 70% controlled by Disney and 30% by Fubo. So what's happening? What did we learn? We've been getting many questions, so we're going to break down everything happening with this new deal. First, though, I'm going to put a link to this story in the show notes and in the first pinned comment so you can read them there. If you're new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both will let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. All right, so Fubo and Hulu Plus Live are live TV streaming services. They offer traditional cable TV networks like ESPN, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and others for a monthly fee. They compete. Hulu is, at last reported, the second largest live TV streaming service behind YouTube TV. Fubo recently has about 1.4 and change million subscribers. With that too, combined, they would still both be in the second place behind YouTube TV's roughly 8 million subscribers. But this would be a huge boon for Fubo. Not only would they get all the subscribers from there, Fubo's management team will continue to operate the company, and they will get a cash infusion from Disney, some of which has already arrived. Now, a few things. Fubo was very clear that they would not be commenting during the earnings call on the Hulu Plus Live and Fubo. And why is that? Well, the deal's not done. They have an agreement in principle to do this merger, but now they're in legal discussions between the two companies, working out what that means. A lot of people have asked, could Disney back out? Because the original purpose of this deal was Fubo was suing Disney along with Fox and Warner Bros. Discovery to stop the launch of a new discounted live TV streaming service called Venue Sports that would have offered all their sports networks far cheaper than what Fubo was with that. They wanted an injunction to delay the service, but then Disney struck this deal if Fubo agreed to drop their lawsuit, and they did. The problem is then other people threatened to sue Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery, ultimately ending Venue Sports. They decided to go their own way. Now ESPN is launching their service, and Fox is going to launch their own service to offer direct access to their sports networks without needing to subscribe to something like Fubo. Disney does have an out in this contract. They could drop some money and just buy their way out of this contract and not do the merger. There's much debate within the analyst world. We've talked to some analysts who say they wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Others, though, say they firmly believe Disney wants to offload Hulu Plus Live, seeing it as unprofitable in the long run. And they think that their main focus should be on things like the new ESPN streaming service where you get direct access to ESPN without all the other stuff. Because of that, they think the merger with Fubo will still happen. We'll wait and see. If you're a Fubo or a Hulu Plus Live TV customer, nothing changes for you now. Even after a merger will happen, if it happens, nothing will change immediately. These are kind of those things that take time once they happen for any big changes to become a reality. So nothing in the short term. Fubo has been very clear. The only statement they release is that they would love to share more details, and as soon as they can, they will. But apparently at this moment, they're unable to share details about the upcoming Hulu Plus Live TV and Fubo merger. Now, one important note here. A lot of people reported this as Disney buying Fubo. No, this will be a joint venture, a merger, where they basically create a third-party entity, the way the wording is, where the streaming service Fubo will go in, Hulu Plus Live will go in this. Disney would own 70% of this new company, and Fubo would own 30%. But Fubo's management team would run it. It would be publicly traded and be an independent organization there. Disney's not directly buying Fubo. I know it can be confusing and there's a lot of legalese with this, but that's the important note here. Disney is not buying Fubo. It's a joint merger deal here where Disney will get a controlling stake in the joint new streaming service. They've said basically that they intend to run both services independently, with Hulu focused more on entertainment and Fubo focused more on sports. What does that mean? What does that look like? We'll wait and see. The deal with Disney also allows Fubo to launch smaller TV packages, much like DirecTV and other companies have done recently, for sports only content, for example. You just, instead of getting 100 plus channels, you could get maybe 30 channels at a lower price. But we just saw that recently a lot with DirecTV's new bundle packages doing that. What does this all mean in the long run? You've heard me say this a lot over the years. There are more streaming services on the market than the market can support. I saw when I said that in the last video, a lot of people said, what does that mean? Well, very simple. Let's say you have 11 streaming services, and don't get caught up with the numbers, just pay attention to the idea of this. There's 11 streaming services, right? But you have 10 people. Each one can buy one service. So even if each person bought a different service, one of those services won't get a customer and won't be able to continue. And there are hundreds of TV services streaming online. And a bunch of them offer live TV stuff, Friendly, YouTube TV, Hulu Plus Live, Sling TV, DirecTV, Fubo, and others. And then you also have all these on demand. Well, the truth is the market's only so big. There's only so many people willing to spend money on them. And things like Peacock and others are still not profitable to this day. I think some of these will have to struggle to find a way to become profitable. We'll keep a very close eye on this. Fubo did become profitable at the end, in the first quarter of 2025, but there's a caveat there. That was because they received a payment as part of the settlement from Disney of $220 million. If you remove that settlement with Disney, Fubo's profitability from its customers was not there. They lost money selling to their customers. They also expect to lose 200,000 more subscribers. While there is some seasonality to that, it's still a very worrisome number to see 400,000 of your customers cancel your service in the first half of a year if these numbers pan out the way Fubo expects them to. So we'll see what happens. Now, a merger, and I expect to see more of these, between Hulu Plus Live and Fubo would be very beneficial and help. They would still leave a lot of competition. You have YouTube TV, you'd have DirecTV, Sling TV, Philo, Friendly, and others on the market to pick services from. You also have new ones like ESPN's new flagship service launching, Fox's new live TV service launching, and of course things like Paramount Plus give you live access to Paramount networks depending on your package. Max gives you access to sports from TNT, TBS, and others depending on your package. So there's a lot of competition out there. Which ones will win? Which ones will be successful? Honestly, only time will tell. Right now it's kind of a guessing game on who's going to be the ultimate winner here. We'll wait and see what happens. Well, that's it for today. I hope this video helped you out. If you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.